Using Newton's formulas, Monsieur Voltaire, he then drops a second ball from a higher height, calculated to exactly double the speed of the first ball on impact. So, monsieur, care for a little wager? Newton tells us that by doubling the speed of the ball, we will double the distance it travels into the clay. Leibniz asks us to square that speed. If he is correct, the ball will travel not 2, but 4 times as far. So, who is correct?
Monsieur, I feel Mr. Newton's reputation dwindling ever so slightly.
Oh, mon père, we do not succumb to her. There is no earthly reason to ascribe hidden forces to this Dutchman's lead balls.
Well, the ball travels 4 times further.
Turns out, Leibniz is the one who was right. It's the best way to express the energy of a moving object. If you drive a car at 20 miles an hour, it takes a certain distance to stop if you slam on the brakes. If you're going 3 times as fast, you're going 60 miles an hour, it won't take you 3 times as long to stop. It'll take you 9 times as long to stop.
Oh, well, it does seem worth consideration.
Perhaps we might look over his calculations.
I have already checked his figures. I am sure Leibniz is correct on this point. I intend to include a section on this matter in my book.
Really? Do be careful, madame. Do you think the Academy is ready for such an opinion?
Quite. We really should be careful.
We? I see no reason to delay. There is no right time for the truth.
Émilie du Châtelet published her Institutions of Physics in 1740, and it provoked great controversy. Voltaire wrote that she was a great man whose only fault was being a woman. In her day, that was a great compliment.
I am with child.
You are sure?
Undoubtedly. 2 to 3 months. I'm afraid that
You are afraid? You should... Well, this child is obviously not mine. Nor is it your husband's. Oh, Émilie.
Émilie du Châtelet knew that in the 18th century, for a woman to become pregnant at the age of 43 was really very dangerous. And all the while she was pregnant, she had terrible premonitions about what was going to happen.
All her life, du Châtelet had tried to rise above the limitations placed on her gender. In the end, it was an affair with a young soldier that led to her demise. 6 days after giving birth to her 4th child, she suffered an embolism and died. Émilie du Châtelet's unwavering belief that the energy of an object is a function of the square of its speed sparked a debate that was as long as it was fierce. After her death, it took 100 years for the idea to be accepted. Just in time for Einstein to use this brilliant insight to finally bring energy and mass together with light. After university, Einstein had all the parts of E = mc². Energy, mass, the speed of light, and squared were now the staples of modern physics. But Einstein no longer had an academic position. He'd upset so many professors that no one would write him a reference. He accepted a low-paying job in the Swiss patent office. He and Mileva married and had a child. The young family struggled, but none of it seemed to bother Albert.
Einstein, I see you are busy, as usual. Look, Einstein. You have shown some quite good achievements, but listen, about your promotion. I really think it would be better to wait until you have become more fully familiar with mechanical engineering. I'm sorry. Perhaps next time.
But I wanted to hire a maid so I can get back and finish my degree. Now I will never pass my dissertation.
Oh, come, my pretty little duck. All will be fine. You'll see.
How will it be fine, Albert? Do I have to just wait another year until you are promoted? Come to me. Come on. Come on, my little one. Oh,
All will be fine. All will be fine. You'll see.
There really is a very charming but kind of a self-centered streak to Einstein. He focuses only on his particular obsessions. If the rest of the world fits in around him, that's fine. If they can't, it doesn't bother him.
And he's going to come and tell us. Oh. Albert. A pretty neck and your head spins.
Okay, so we must behold and comprehend the mysterious.
Well, that kind of mysterious is going to get you into trouble.
I'll tell you what is truly mysterious. The secret of a long and happy marriage.
The mathematics are fine, if a little unconventional, but this only works for big systems. It'll fall down when you apply it to small systems.
I disagree. Oh, no. Here we go. Another grand theory by Herr Albert Einstein, a patent clock, third class.
What would happen if one applied those formulae to electromagnetic radiation?
Albert, you can't just take one bit of physics and apply it without proper regard to a completely different area.
Why not?
Albert, I know you like the grand linkages, the big theories, but wouldn't things be better all round if you just got going in some small area? Got a university post, get a decent wage, for God's sake. At least Mileva could study again. Then she'd be happy, and you'd be happy.
Ah, the vulgar struggle for survival. Food and sex. Spoken like a true bourgeois. Listen, I want to know how God created this world. I'm not interested in this or that phenomenon, in the spectrum of this or that element. I want to know his thoughts. The rest? The details.
Yes, but you can't feed your children on his thoughts, Bertie.
So it turns out Einstein was going for a walk with his very close friend, Michel Besso. They'd studied physics together and talked about physics and philosophy for years and years. They were very close. They had cornered the question of light from every possible angle.
You see this clock tower over here?
As Einstein was ruminating on how long it would take light to reach him from clocks at different distances, he had a monumental insight.
Thank you. Thank you. I have completely solved the problem.
Albert! What Einstein did was completely turn the problem on its head. Other scientists had found it impossible to accept Maxwell's idea that light would always move away from you at 670 million miles an hour, even if you too were traveling really fast. But Einstein just accepted that as a fact. Light's speed never, ever changes. Then what he did was bend everything we know about the universe to fit light's fixed speed. What he discovered was that to do that,